everybody. Welcome to week 4 of our video blog here at Structure M. And I am Holly, and we have Will, our founder, joining us this month. We're so excited to have you, Will. How's it going?
Good. Thanks, Holly.
Glad you're here. So glad you're here because you have been dropping some truth bombs this month, some really helpful tips that can really help small business owners. So if it's okay with you, I want to go ahead and jump into this week's questions.
Let's do it.
All right. So we've been talking about EOS, the Entrepreneurial Operating System. So they have some different terms and things that they use. So what are rocks in EOS? That's like a big question. When I heard this, I was like, what is a rock?
That's funny. This is an idea or a concept that I think is popularized by Stephen Covey. And actually, if you do a YouTube search for Stephen Covey rocks demonstration, he has a really brilliant video on there that's short. But the whole idea is that rocks are just, in the terms of business, in the business world, are 90-day business priorities. What must happen in the next 90 days for the business to be on track toward reaching our 1-year plan and our 3-year picture and our 10-year target, or our long-term goals? And so what you do with rocks is you just look at all of the stuff that needs to be done, just everything that's out there, and you start working to get down to typically like 3 to 7, because less is more, fewer is better. What are the 3 to 7 items that really must get accomplished in the next 90 days? And it's like if the house was on fire and you could only grab 3 to 7 things before running out the door, what would those things be? Or another way to look at it is, look, if we don't do these 3 to 7 things, the wheels are going to fall off. Like, we've got to get these things done. And so it's those 90-day business priorities, projects that really just have to get done for us to stay on track toward hitting our longer term goals.
Well, that makes sense. So let me ask you this. So what do rocks look like if I'm building a marketing strategy or a business strategy? What would that look like?
Yeah, so everything is going to flow down from that longer term vision. So you've got a 10-year target, let's say, you've got a 3-year picture, you've got your 1-year plan. You start there. And another place to look while you're deciding what your rocks should be is your issues. What are the big problems, roadblocks, obstacles? What's ticking you off, holding you back? What needs to be dealt with in the next 90 days? And so look there and decide, okay, is there something there, or is there something just that I know is going to help us achieve our vision longer term that really in the next quarter needs to be taken care of? And so that can range from anything from hiring to processes, maybe finish documenting your processes. Maybe it is some financial management, assets, for example, gaining an asset. Maybe it's opening a location. Those kinds of things. In terms of marketing, everything's going to come out of your marketing strategy, which we've talked about, right? Who should you be talking to, and what should you be saying when you're talking to them? But down in the day-to-day, that could be as practical as creating a campaign. So maybe you've decided we want to launch a campaign promoting a certain product, or maybe there's a new product that needs to get launched, and so you're going to design the campaign to launch that product. Maybe it's a referral program that we just really need to get nailed down so that we're getting more referral business. Right. And so you set that rock, and then you just think about, okay, what's going to need to happen along the way? So maybe set some milestones along the way that ensures that you actually will get that completed. Because here's the thing, I said the rocks are these things that must get done in the next 90 days. These are not optional. They must get done. And so when you set that, it's not just something you kind of hope to achieve. In general, you want to get at least 80% of your rocks completed every quarter. So if you're only hitting half of them, 2/3 of them, it's unacceptable. It's either one of two things have gone wrong. Number one, you've set a goal that is not attainable. Like you set the sights too high. Or number two, there's no accountability. Okay. If there's no accountability, that's, you're certainly not going to reach the goals because other things pop up and it doesn't get pushed like it needs to get pushed. So
Well, let me
That's
ask
what
you
it
this.
looks like.
I thought about something because I've experienced this myself when making rocks. How important is it to have them be smart rocks?
Yes, it's so important. It takes practice, honestly, and that's okay. But smart rocks are what really. So here's the thing: you got to imagine sitting there on that day, 90 days from now, and it needs to be black or white, yes or no. Did this get done?
Hmm.
Not, kind of wriggling around. Not, I'm not sure. Hey guys, did we do it? It's got to be very clear whether or not this was completed, and the way to make sure is to be very specific.
Yes.
you know, did we get X number of leads by this date? Okay, that's, but if you just said, yeah, we want to grow our lead volume, it's like, well, okay, that's not very specific. That's not measurable. It's by one or by 5,000. So yes, you're spot on. It needs to be a smart rock.
I have been guilty of making a rock that was not specific enough, which you'll find out in a meeting coming up. But yes, I was like, wow, I really need to focus my rocks more so that I can truly say, yes, it was completed to a T. And by the way, I did complete the rock. It just could have been more specific. So that's all I'm going to say for now, Will.
We'll find out.
Yes, we'll find out. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. And thank you, Will, so much for joining us this month. I have learned a lot from you, and I'm really, really thankful that you took the time to speak to our viewers and speak with me today. So thank you. And thanks to everybody that's watching. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Awesome. Thank you, Holly.